So I'm not going to sit here and say I'm going to do something that's only going to benefit black people. No.
What's going on, y'all? Real quick tap in. And it's funny, being in Portland, Oregon, hearing about people try to talk this black fatigue crap. First off, hearing black dudes trying to make, because like I heard Anton Daniels try to make excuses for these people. It's really funny to hear a black dude from Detroit trying to tell you something about these people. I live in Portland, Oregon. They're tired of hearing people complain, and then he separate himself from everybody else like he ain't black and they don't see him as such. Oh, boy, Anton Daniels, let me tell you something about how white supremacists work. Don't you realize your dumb ass is first? All of this believing what ain't and what always has been in this country will get you toe up. Will have you lost in them woods and have you not coming back with all of your white friends because, oh man, something happened and it was an accident. You understand what I'm saying? So what you have to understand is there is no such thing as no white fatigue. White fatigue means I can't disrespect black people indiscriminate. First off, they say, well, stop using the N-word. Why are you concerned with what we use amongst ourselves? And you're not concerned about using it in or amongst us the way we use it for ourselves. You only want to use it for a disrespectful means. And so when you hear these people talking about they're tired of hearing black people complaining, they're not hearing black people complaining. All they're hearing and tired of is themselves. There is no such thing as black fatigue. Black fatigue for them is just white reality. Because what they're being forced to, and here's what you don't understand, Anton, they're being forced to accept their character. Not the color of their skin, brother. No, their character is being called out. Centuries of proof of character, brother. So to hear some, bugged out Negro coming out here talking out his ass, man, white people are tired of this. First off, pump, we not giving a crap about what white people are tired of. That's not our job, you coon ass nigga. That is insane to even be talking. Oh man, white people, this and that. Your ancestors, well, if you got the same ancestors we do, I don't know why the hell you giving a crap about what they talking about, to be quite honest. They owe your ancestors enough. And as for that white woman who is in the video that everybody keeps talking about, how she says, 5-year-old kids or this and that, that's only 5-year-old black children that she's talking about, not 5-year-olds, because y'all remember Deja Taylor with the 6-year-old who shot the little white woman in class, and ain't nobody gave that little 6-year-old forgiveness the first. Also, being it said, if you're not going to forgive a 5-year-old, how should we forgive 400 years of straight anti-black violence and abuse when there has never been any whole made to it? There's been no reparations of any kind there. So to say we've came so far, how? What does that look like? Because what we're talking about, affirmative action, you're going to have to show me a program that white women don't benefit from. And obviously, as we see, white women in a large part of numbers in America have helped to further and nurture anti-black sentiment in America. I don't know how many of these Negroes will actually understand that or figure that out. But Anton Daniels and other people of his ilk, like that big buck-tooth waterhead boy, these dudes are just shines. So I really don't pay too much attention to what coon-ass niggas like that have to say, because they don't live around them like I do anyway. So when I hear people talking shit like that, that's just a dummy. Anton Daniels, you're a dummy. You think you understand these people, man? Talking that crazy shit. Man, they tired of listening to black people complain. What the hell are you talking about? No, they love hearing black people complain. They hate that people look at them some kind of way for the complaint. They love black people's anguish. What the hell are you talking about? You don't think there was a lot of grumbling in slavery, you doofus? Runaways. They going out there running them to keep them, cut their foot off to make them stay. That's not the sign of somebody who wants to be away from black people, dumbass. They're tired of listening to black people complain all the time about the conditions we put ourselves in. Now, to that question or that particular point, I gotta ask Anton Daniels, where's your family from, bruh? Because to say something like that, if your family fled here versus building it up, then what you have is fleer fatigue. Fleeing tether fatigue. And then you come over here because, you thought you was finna get next to them people. And then, oh man, now everybody's still talking about black issues and your coon ass is finding yourself without a home. Kind of like a lot of these Pan-Africanists who are upset out here. It's roughly the same kind of situation. But at the end of the day, these types, like the Anton Daniels and others who will come out and co-sign white women talking about black fatigue, you better ask them women how many soul polls they had in their college days and their high school days. Second of all, with that being said and all the victimhood, they're tired of hearing all the victimhood. And this is coming from a white woman now. Women's suffrage movement and all of that required black women. Well, again, I have to pose this question. Take my glasses off for this one. Y'all hearing me good? Listen to my question. So nobody in the white community feels like victims or feels like they have taken a handout. Then one thing we need to do immediately is remove white women's designation as a minority. And I think that will aid black fatigue for white women. Because then you don't have to be associated with anything having to do with a handout. Right? Let me know what y'all think. Should white women be removed from minority status? Let me know. I think they should. What say you?